Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini chit chat video. Welcome back to another little mini reaction video. So before we go ahead and get into today's topic, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Shout out to all of our Purple Heart members. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. For those of you who don't get a chance to catch this live, you guys will see the video once it re-uploads on YouTube. So thank you guys for your support in advance. You guys are amazing. Shout out to everyone who has been taking part in our watch time giveaway. We are almost to our goal. We just need to push through just a little bit more, and we will be there, I believe, by the end of February. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that would be amazing. So thank you to everyone who has been taking part. We really do appreciate you guys. For those of you who do want to take part, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, watch the videos to the end, comment once you've done so, comment under the video, Purple Heart Gang, or just a Purple Heart emoji. Let us know you came through, and you will be included in that giveaway. So, like I said, shout out to everyone who has been taking part. You guys have been great. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that has been, pretty much taken over the headlines now on social media, in the news, all of it, because it was just so outrageous. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the post that was put up by the American president depicting Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as apes and all of the rest of it. I mean, what else is there to say, right? It's obvious that it was racist. It's obvious. It is. That's what it was. Okay. um. So I more so wanted to address the um FBA'S, as they like to call themselves. I've been seeing a lot of comments online under these immigration ICE raid posts, other stuff, talking about, FBA, stay at home. We're not getting involved. This is not our fight. This has nothing to do with us. We're not the illegal immigrants, blah, 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 blah. And even doubling down more so when it comes to um Black immigrants. When I say Black immigrants, I mean Black people who immigrated to the United States from other parts of the world. They're not necessarily born there, but these days it does include the ones that are born there to parents who were not originally from America. So if you're Black and your parents came from Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Vincent, Guyana, and they immigrated to the States, you're also now considered an immigrant. So it doesn't matter that you were born there. That's just how you're viewed by certain Black Americans. Okay, so now that we're up to date on that, the question I had was, how do you feel when the president of your country, because it's your country, right, is depicting another ex-president as a monkey, as an ape? You know what I mean? Just like right up in your face with it. Forget about the N word. You don't need to use words. The pictures are just so much better, right? Um, Showing you really like what he thinks of you, and you're so busy harping on and on and on about we're foundation, we're this, we're that, we're blah blah blah. They're not talking about us. They can't deport us, blah blah blah. It's like I said before. I made these videos, I have a lot of American family. Like, I'm Canadian, right? And we have a lot of American relatives, especially in the South and in the East, like in New York and New Jersey. Yeah. So when I say, like, I'm speaking from literal experience, having these conversations and these getting these viewpoints over the years, and I've always just been so like it's fascinating to see, like, they literally think of themselves as other. Like, they're not talking about us. Like, we're not part of, like, you guys are immigrants. We're not immigrants. We're from here. And I've been saying this from day one. Like, what makes you think that you're off the menu? What makes you think that you're not the main course? What makes you think when they're finished rounding up all the quote unquote immigrants that look like you, what makes you think that you're getting a pass? You're not getting a pass, right? They may not be able to deport you yet. They may not be able to deport you, but they sure as heck can do some other stuff to you, can't they? Right? So I don't know, this whole, let's not get involved. It has nothing to do with us. We're like, they're not talking about us. They're not coming for us. What makes you think they ever stopped coming for you? Like, you're not safe. You don't get a pass. You're the main course, right? They have something special in mind for you. I've said it before. Like, I don't know, the delusion is crazy, right? It's crazy how a lot of black Americans who consider themselves to be Democrats, they will go after Tim Scott. Oh, he's black and he's a Republican and he's this and he's that and blah blah blah. But yet you're the same way towards other black people who are non-American, who you don't feel is American enough. It doesn't matter if they were born there because their parents weren't born there, so they're not American. Like, the delusion is crazy, right? They judge Tim Scott, but they also are the same people judging, like, immigrants that are black. And I'm focusing on that because that's just what my focus is. There are other immigrant groups, of course, but it just really, really irks me as a black person when I hear and see other black people being discriminatory against their own kind and somehow trying to wrap it up in nationalism. Like, that doesn't make no sense. Because, like I said before, I don't think they really care, actually. When they're encountering all these people that have been dying with these brutality and all this other stuff, I don't think they ever checked the immigration status. They just saw black. I don't think they ever asked them, what's your ancestry and where were your parents born before they killed them. I don't think that ever came up. So, like, it's delusional to me, and I don't care if it's offensive or whoever doesn't like it. It's my opinion, and I'm gonna state it. It's delusional to me for you to think that you're somehow safe in this whole equation and the madness. You're not safe. Nobody cares that you can trace your ancestry back to Harriet Tubman. They don't care, right? You still don't belong and will never belong. So just get that through your thick skull, right? And instead of dividing, you need to unify because you're all black. It doesn't matter. There is no level to the blackness. Is either you're black or you're not. Like, make it make sense. So I just wanted to kind of, talk about that today. It was really irking me seeing these comments and just continual. Like, the last video I watched on here before I made this video, I was watching something with ladies reacting to ICE in Compton, and they were talking about the fact that they came up to some, I forgot the name of the park, some park, and apparently there's like three different gangs in this particular area, and they're saying, like, they somebody shot an ICE member, blah blah blah, whatever. In the comments, all the black people, oh well, that has nothing to do with us, and there's like Latino gangs and Hispanic gangs, whatever, and this, we're sitting this one out and we're on vacation. Meanwhile, you have your president over there posting Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, the first ever black president and first lady, as chimpanzees, as apes. And you're somehow on vacation. On vacation from what? What are you on vacation from? Oh, you thought this was oh, you thought you were gonna sit this one out. Oh no, you're in it too. Yeah. They're talking about you. Because the last time I checked, those were two American citizens. I don't think they're immigrants, right? They're not immigrants. Last time I checked. So yeah, you're very much in it. There is no such thing as sitting it out. You know, racism affects everybody. Like you don't get it. You don't get a pass. Craziness. The delusion is ridiculous. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole hot mess down in the comments down below. Um, I just feel like, to be honest, I didn't want to make a video about the whole Obama thing. I just think that it's like it was so obvious and it was so expected. It's Black History Month, so of course, you gotta rile up the base and do the whole thing. And they love it. They eat this stuff up. They love it. Oh my god, they love it, right? So give the people what they want, blah blah blah, whatever. Um it's kind of like it's such an easy target that when they use it, it don't mean nothing. Like maybe a couple years ago, people get riled up, like, oh my god, but these days, man, there's such bigger fish to fry in the world that, yeah, people get upset, I guess, in America. They get all, they're upset about it for political reasons and they jump up and down and whatever, whatever. But like Tim Scott said, this is like the most racist thing, not the first racist thing, just the most. Like this is regular stuff now. So it's like at this point, like why rise up your blood pressure? It don't mean it's not gonna change nothing, right? This is where they're at. This is what it is. Like, I don't know. I prefer it out in the open. Keep it real. Like, and then if you still choose to engage, then either you're complicit or you're in agreement. You can't say you didn't know. Like, I mean, this stuff is on the world stage. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? Nobody can say, oh my God, we had no idea. I mean, it's just too blatant to deny at this point. So why deny it? Why ask for the apology? Why do you need an apology for what? For being honest, for saying it out loud, what they've been saying anyway in the chat rooms and in their little private get-togethers and all the rest of it. They've been saying this stuff for years. It's not nothing new. So at this point, we're in 2026, and I think the world is learning to embrace the motto, what I see is what it is. Like what you see is what it is. There is no point in trying to put rose petals back on the glasses. It is what it is. I mean, call it what you want, truth, racism, whatever you want to call it. You're seeing it. It's out in the open. You cannot deny it. So, if you're still supporting it, then you're complicit or you're in agreement. There's just either, right? There's no, oh my god, we had no idea. So, that's out the window. And it is as it should be, right? So, now I think everyone should just take the Hakeem Jeffries route and just keep it real. Just keep it 100% real. Since everyone's into the free speech, let's free speech it away. Free speech it till the wheels fall off. And yeah, that works for me. Since everyone is on the free speech, I say let's just do it then. Let's just have at it. So that seems to be where we're at. And tomorrow we'll see, it'll be something else. It'll be another attack against another group or gender or whatever the case may be. It is what it is. And all the meanwhile, in the background, right, in the background, because in the background is what really matters. None of this stuff up at the front here, the Obama this, the that, the Canada, the Greenland, the blah blah blah, none of that stuff matters. What does matter is that November election. That's probably not going to happen if they have their way. Yeah, like I said before months ago, I don't really believe that the Americans are ever going to really get a fair and true election ever again. Like it's done, wraps, unless you completely remove the system that's in place now and kind of reset the clock on that. particular part of your governance, yeah, there's no more free and fair elections. Elections are just going to be what they are, and the people in power are just going to stay in power because they're not looking to give up that power anytime soon. That's just my personal opinion. I consider to be myself to be an educated person, and I just like to use my brain every now and then. And I think it's pretty obvious, like, who would want to give up this amount of power, right? You can make countries bend to your will. People tremble when you walk in the room. People go to sleep with one eye open. They don't know when when something's gonna drop on them. You have everybody running scared. Why would you give that up? Right. And then on top of that, you get to be your true self. You post what you want, say what you want, do what you want. Who is giving that power up, especially if you're like super, super power hungry and like crazed for power, and you want to be elevated to that level of the Putins and the Stalins and the rest. You guys know the list, right? You want buildings and stations, train stations and airports named after you and monuments built. Yeah, this is where we're at. So, I'm just going to continue to read my Bible. I think the people who understand what is happening, they're not really scared. They're more so just patiently waiting for it to like just really get interesting. As we know it's going to get. I mean, this stuff is just kind of all par for the course. It's happening. We're here. So I've embraced that. I've embraced that we're here. It's the end. It's a wrap. And so we're just seeing kind of everything play out as it plays out. And that's kind of where I'm at. So let me know how you guys feel about this whole crazy situation. Do you think the Americans are getting an election in November? Do you think there's going to be an election, period? That's interesting. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation down below. Thank you guys so much for those of you who came through. We appreciate your time. Happy Sunday to everyone. Stay up and stay blessed, and we will catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.